whereby we're back with another video or an exploration, and the video itself is titled Elton John and BernieTaupin.
BernieTaupin.
Yeah, BernieTaupin.
Yeah.
Is it Taupin or Taupin?
It's Elton John and BernieTaupin. Taupin. Say goodbye.
To Norma, Jean, and other things.
Okay, it's a full video or a full documentary, a full movie of it, huh?
Okay, let's find out what it's all about. But the title is Elton John and BernieTaupin say goodbye to Norma, Jean, and other things.
Though there's no to Norma, it's a journey. Elton John and BernieTaupin say goodbye, Norma, Jean, and other things.
Okay. I feel like the message is the same.
Yeah.
But let's find out more about what the video is all about. This was courtesy of Dan. And thank you so much, Dan, for this. Thank you for sharing this. Hope we'll really learn a lot. We expect to learn more. Or learn a lot here, so stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, we don't know what it's even about, but what amazed me is that Dan told us that the first time he watched this, he was 14 years.
Oh, yeah. But then he also mentioned that time Elton John was really his music hero.
Yeah. So thank you for making it's a privilege for us to jump into one of your music heroes, and that's what we like here. So guys, don't forget to like it, subscribe here, and for any song requests, just like Dan, give us any of your favorite via our Buy Me Coffee link. That link is on our channel's description. You will be supporting the channel and at the same time expanding on what we like to jump to it. We like exploring more.
Okay.
So check more information on our channel's description. Otherwise, let's jump into Elton John's. Is it a documentary or something? Huh? Ooh. I'm so anxious. Let's go. Elton John tour. Yeah. That's Daniel's song.
In recent years, England has exported two larger-than-life and non-repeatable items to the United States. One was once the pride of the Cunard fleet, now pensioned off as a tourist attraction. The other is very much afloat, alive and singing at the Hollywood Bowl.
Okay. Say goodbye, Norma Jeans and other things. Okay.
Gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Hollywood Bowl. The gentleman you've all been waiting for, the biggest, most colossal, gigantic, fantastic Elton John.
Ooh, that intro. That's Elton?
The costume.
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
Elton!
Ah, there he is. For sure he's Elton, huh? Ooh, nice.
Elton John plays cricket as he plays the piano.
Oh.
Dressed to kill and as if his life depended upon it.
Yeah.
Dressed to kill as if his life depended
On it.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
In his book is to be boring. And whatever he does, he is seldom far from the madding crowd. At 26, he walks confidently on 5-inch heels where lesser angels fear to tread.
Ooh, 5
Sporting
Wow.
coats, hair, and spectacles of many colors. Sometimes as bright and unyielding as the diamonds he wears on his fingers, sometimes plunged deep into self-critical gloom. A child with every toy in the shop and not a key to wind them with.
Ooh.
In the space of 4 frenetic years, he has come from total obscurity to 3 Rolls Royces in the garage of a house named Hercules.
Oh, that's bad.
4 years, 6 million records, and then they stopped counting. 4 years of moving relentlessly across the never-never land of sudden wealth, instant failure on a train that never stops except to throw people off. As much an enigma to himself as to his friends, now possessing no inhibitions, now totally inhibited. Extravagant and generous, seeking fame one moment, determined to reject it the next. The life and soul of the party destroyer. The brilliant mimic, the reluctant performer. Jealous of his privacy, hating to be private. Inventing out of exceptional qualities an exceptional self.
Yeah.
Arrogant, contrite, occasionally practicing an infant's tyrannies amongst other
The sound
infants,
is kinda
sometimes
low.
the victim
Yeah.
of his own
Something.
extraordinary talents. Gifted, lonely, gifted even in his loneliness, able to cull from it another facet of his superlative musical perception. A one-off, a true original, a copper-bottomed, coast-to-coast sellout,
Ooh,
the
that
legend he
is-
has always wanted to become, doing his own thing, asking few favors, bestowing many, making believe that make-believe is the ultimate rip-off, the genuine article, the superstar who does his own hoovering.
I'd like to become a legend. I mean, I'm hung up with legends. I'd like to be like a Mae West or something like that. But I don't think I will be because they're so very, very special.
Why?
Suddenly all to stop. I just wouldn't know what to do with myself, you know.
It's a bit of a silly life, really. We often think we're completely crazy, all of us, you know.
I like to sit out on the side and just take it easy.
He was so gifted, he just couldn't lose, I thought, anyway.
Seen much more of life. I think I know much more what life is about than I ever would have known had I stayed in Scotland.
I was just a music fan, and I got into a studio as a T-boy and worked my way downwards.
In any business, I think you've got to relate, and I don't mean this coldly or ruthlessly, you've got to relate to the bottom line.
I'm like a plate of fish, waiting to be eaten.
Just an ordinary, average, everyday kind of boy.
Wow.
Oh, the
Yeah, the piano.
Oh, just before we continue, I had this question like from the title it reads like John, Elton, and Bernie saying goodbye to, and Norma. I wanted to ask, who is Norma Jean?
By the way, you know, just
Yeah.
G, like Michaela.
Yeah, we had seen Elton Band before,
Yeah.
and we didn't heard of anyone called Norma. So who was Norma in their maybe band or something, or in their crew?
By the way, it's a Bernie. We didn't even had of band Taupin, or is it? the
Bernie
manager?
is I think he was one of the writers or something.
Oh, yeah. Say goodbye, Norma, Jean, and other things. Huh? But we are about to figure it out. So, guys,
Okay.
stick together with us. Huh? Good piano.
Let's start with the classic boring question. Where were you born?
In a classic boring pinner in Middlesex.
When was that?
That's good, you.
1947.
Ooh, 1947.
1947, in fact. Both years I was born in 1947. From the earliest age, I used to sit down at the piano.
Were you the Shirley Temple of the piano?
Possibly.
Ooh.
I had the same sort of hair in those days. I sat down at the piano, apparently, according to my mother, and played the Skater's Waltz one day, which was... While she was vacuuming around the room, she suddenly seized upon me and says, I claim £1 million, and you're going to be famous.
What age were you when
Ooh,
you
wow.
amazed your mother with the Skater's Waltz?
About 4, I think.
Can you still play it?
Oh, yeah. I sort of played it like this.
That's amazing.
Yeah. He started playing like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, a cute little boy.
Wow.
Okay.
And then I became infatuated by pianists like Winifred Atwell and people like that. She was my idol. And Charlie Coons. And
Yeah.
all those sort of people that used to make records like Let's Have Another Party Volume 53.
Give us a bit of the Winifred Atwell style.
Oh, it was the sort of...
That's delightful.
While Elton was amazing his nearest and dearest with precocious impersonations of the piano, his future partner BernieTaupin was growing up in the rich farmlands of Lincolnshire, a little village with the improbable name of Norma by Spittal. His obvious love of the countryside is often reflected in his lyrics.
Yeah.
There's slim times when my words won't rhyme, and the hills I face are a long, hard climb. Who'll walk me down to church when I'm 60 years of age, when the ragged dog they gave me has been 10 years in the grave? He still makes his home in Lincolnshire, in another small village some 7 miles from his birthplace. He and his American wife, Maxine, live snug as country mice in a Beatrix Potter doll's house they have named Piglet in the Wilds, his favorite reading being such childhood classics as The Wind in the Willows and Pooh of Pooh Corner. He is a gentle and unassuming person who has perfected the technique of remaining anonymous in a crowd, the Cartier-Bresson, as it were, of the pop world, who resents his lyrics being described as poetry, yet records everything with a poet's camera, anticipating with uncanny accuracy the shifting needs of his fickle audience. Success has singed but not burnt him. He writes as he feels, when he feels, self-isolated in a nostalgic ivory tower inhabited by yesterday's heroes and surrounded by the golden discs that signify that nostalgia has its rewards, producing superior lyrics that more often than not are eventually overwhelmed by the mandatory volume of electronic sound.
On the whole, I have to write possibly 24, 30 songs a year. Elton will phone up and say what the time is right and start writing.
Wow. That means like he is supposed to write maybe 2 songs a month.
That's 24. Yeah, 24. That's 2 songs a month.
Yeah, or sometimes more than 2 songs in a month. Wow.
That's so hardworking.
And consistency.
Exactly.
Wow.
And you heard that he produced how many tracks within just 4 years on the intro part of it. Just like they said, many tracks until he stopped counting. Like he produced
uncountable.
Until people or the fans stopped counting, they were just ready for another track. And then
that's why you've seen like we have explored so many songs of his, him and his band, but we have never finished them yet, but we've done a couple of songs.
More albums.
I usually just set aside 2 weeks and go upstairs in the office, in the study, and sit down and work possibly 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Just work sort of solidly from there.
Tell the story of how you and Bernie got together, because that's rather interesting.
It was through an advert in a paper. I was banging around the countryside. Well, I was playing around the countryside. And there was this advert saying talent wanted, so I thought, hello, they've put an advert, and I shall answer it immediately. It was Liberty Records, in fact, when they went independent and they left EMI. They set up their own offices. And I answered it, and someone said, come in. And I did, and they said no. But they put me together with Bernie, because he'd written in as well. He said, I write lyrics. And I could write melodies.
I told you he was like his co-writer.
Exactly,
yeah.
co-writer.
I've had like many people mentioning him on most of his songs, saying Bernie wrote it with Elton, Bernie wrote it with Elton, so I...
So I could never write lyrics. Well, I tried, and they're really just painful.
I write the words and he writes the melody, so there's no need for us to sit together.
Oh, so Bernie writes the words,
I'm sure
Elton writes the melody.
People see each other. In fact, we very rarely
Wow.
see each other.
That's creative.
Except when we're on tour or we're recording. Yeah, I mean, he just comes down to London and hands me a batch of sort of lyrics. That's all it's done. It's very, very uncomplicated. That really is all there is to it. Usually I sort of potter around and find a chord sequence that I like, and then it doesn't take me very long. It takes me on average, about half an hour a song.
I've never tried to be a philosopher or get involved in songs that are anyway protest songs or political songs. I'm not that inclined anyway.
I think we're the most prolific songwriters there are around today, really. I mean, singer-songwriters. I'm not talking about people who sit down and write songs as a business. I don't write songs, don't regard writing songs as a business. I regard it as a sort of just an expression.
I don't usually sit down and say, I want to write a song about this subject or that subject. It's usually, I mean, take for instance, when I did RocketMan.
I just figured out something. So most of these Elton songs that usually maybe try to think harder on the message, deeper, it's always behind the mind of Bernie.
It's Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie. So it's always mostly the mind of Bernie.
Yeah, then they say Elton gives it a rhythm.
Exactly, a melody and all that. Yeah.
I was just driving along in the car and I came up with the first line, about she packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hours, 9 a.m. I'm going to be high as a kite. But I just came, all of a sudden I was driving along and that came up, and I thought, oh, that's nice. So when I got back, I immediately wrote that down and started following it up from then. I mean, I didn't really know at the time I thought of that it was going to be a song about an astronaut.
She packed my bags last night, flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by.
Listen to that, as I miss my wife.
I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife.
Okay.
Slowly out in space, on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round and get to mine. Got the mind that think I am my home. I'm a rocket man.
Oh, I'm a rocket man.
Rocket man, burning out the streets of hell now. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me round and get to find. Got the mind that think I am my home. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out the streets of hell now.
I always knew I'd be famous one day. I mean, I was always convinced.
Wow.
I knew I'd probably have to wait till I was 53. But
Ooh,
I just knew that,
53?
it's just the only thing that kept me going, really, was just this ambition. Well, it was an ambition, but I just knew that one day, sooner or later, I would have success in some field or other.
Oh, wow.
I love the confidence.
And the breakthrough came at 53. Then it's never too late, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, remember Elton made it, we became famous at 53? and you find someone really giving up at early 20s or 30s
No.
years.
You've heard him say, I knew I will be famous one day, sooner or later, but just I knew I will have that success one day. So
Wow. I
he
like
kept pushing.
I like that encouragement words,
Yeah.
huh? Let's go.
Your eminence was very fast.
Well, it was fast as far as America goes, but it was a gradual process for me because I was sort of professional since 17 and I didn't make it till I was about 23.
Oh.
So I had 6 years of taking my equipment up and down smoky clubs in
Oh, that's 23.
Scotland and Wales. And
He has also confused me again. Like he also made it at 23.
Or I feel like the first one you misinterpreted. I think the first one he said, I thought I will make it at 53.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was even ready to have it await,
Yes.
but it came earlier than expected.
Exactly.
Oh, guys, sorry for the fast reviews.
I'm just
I'm only
connected.
26, and I think that really my best work is, of course, to come. I don't think I've matured enough yet to have written anything great. I've written about 2 or 3 potentially standard great songs, which
because she's younger here, way younger.
songs that will get recorded for quite a long time.
Which do you think they are?
Your song, I suppose, and I think probably Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've just written 20 new songs, and they're my favourites. I regard songs
20 new songs,
postage
favourites?
stamps. You lick them, put them on a letter, and you never see them again. I mean, I can't remember the lyrics or some of the melody or the chords to the album I made 2 years ago, like Tumbleweed Connection. I can't remember hardly any of the songs. I'm more interested in the ones I've just written. I think songs are very disposable nowadays.
Why do you think that a lot of people don't understand pop?
Some people don't even bother to listen, you know. But more and more people are buying records by Andy Williams and Tony Bennett. If they're still buying those records, they'll find that most of the songs written on them are by pop writers of today, you know. And so, really, even though they don't like pop music, the records they're buying mostly are being written by young writers.
Don't they listen to the lyric at all?
In England, they sort of come to bop around and that. But in the States, they sit down and listen to it and get into to everything that's happening on stage.
What do you think you give to your audience? What makes the phenomena of pop work?
Yeah. Kids want to hear noise. They want to hear melody, but they want to hear something that's going to really get them up. I mean, it was like, I suppose, in the old days when traditional jazz was popular. I mean, it was a completely new thing and people danced to it.
Yeah.
I can't see rock and roll ever dying now because it's been dying for 15 years.
Ooh.
And I think kids really get a big buzz out of dancing to it. They just like to have their eardrums splattered.
They just like to have their eardrums splattered. What are they saying? Some good piano. That's from Elton.
Woo!
Oh.
Right, I want all you to sing along with me. Come on. Saturday, 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 Saturday.
It's like it's Saturday.
Okay.
Or something like that. I'm trying to get it.
I've seen groups that go on one particular noise, or they just keep playing at a certain rate. I think it's very important to start up there, go down, start up, and then just keep letting them down, and then the final climax coming towards the end. It's sort of like having sex, really. You just try and keep the best bit until the end.
I want you to sing it really loudly. There's 88,000 of you. You'll make much noise than we can on stage. Come on now. Count to 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's move some charts. Woo! Oh wow.
Really?
I think they're saying Saturday.
Yeah, I heard that too. But I love the energy. Despite that, you could see, like most of the song, Elton always just sits down on his piano. But today, I love the way he's able to just jump all over the.
But you see the side that he's having here?
Yeah, the energy and all
this,
that.
See the drums.
How will you be in 25 years?
Bald, actually. Bald, aging, and playing the piano in a pub somewhere.
Oh wow.
Looking for an island in our boat upon the sea. Harmony, gee, I really love you and I wanna love you forever. Dream of the never, never, never leaving harmony.
You're a superb classical pianist when you want to be.
Oh no, I disagree. I never was a superb classical pianist. My hands, look at that. They're not pianist hands, they're midget boxer's hands. Look at them. Just about
what's the difference?
When I was at the academy, I had to read music, and that's all gone by the board because if you don't keep it up, it just all goes. I mean, I try now and then. I can read chord sheets just as easy as that, but the actual notes, I'm not particularly good at. I could, but I can't be bothered. I don't need to read music.
Well, what about your eating habits? I see you're having your normal breakfast.
Oh yes.
Really?
Been reduced to this sort of stainless steel pilchard. No, it's a bronze by Paul Wonderlich.
What?
German artist.
That's too
Are you
heavy.
interested in food?
Of course, I mean, that's why I'm so fat.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You see that Paul German artist interested in food, of course. I mean, that's why I'm so fat.
But he's not that fat.
According to him, he likes food, but that's why he's so fat.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's just fit, huh?
Yes.
Food?
Of course, I mean, that's why I'm so fat. No, I always, you see, I've got this horrible ability to eat the wrong things, and I always put on so much weight. Like, I'm only going to eat a slice of Mother's Pride, and I'm instantly the size of the Crystal Palace. So, yeah, food, I mean, I love food, any sort of food you like. The only thing I don't really like is sort of stews, because I used to live, I mean, my mother and the stepfather and I lived on stew for about 2 years once, and I never want to see another stew in my life. Horrible thing, pearl barley floating around it. Baby floating around it. So no, I like all food, you know. I really like French food a lot. And my favourites are current. Indian food is my favourite food. But unfortunately, you know, three meals of that a week and you're sort of nowhere to be, no one will get near you, you know, you're the gastronome's horror. Sort of.
Let's talk about your clothes, because you're a great dresser.
Clothes are like music, there's certain sort of fads. I go through the 40s stage, or a t-shirt week, or a very smart suit 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They make you feel good, clothes.
And glasses.
I'm a great believer in getting as many pairs of spectacles. There's nothing so boring if you're blind, like I am nearly, well, sort of, I can't see very well.
Like he's nearly blind.
The same pair of glasses on each day. I mean, I'm driving around the bend, so I've got about 25 different pairs of glasses, and they make me feel different. Each pair makes me feel different, and they also coincide with the colour that I feel like today, you know. I'm very English today, red, white and blue, you see.
Do you design them yourself?
But it's so cute.
There's a shop in Hollywood, and they usually have great frames, but if I want something, like I've just ordered a pair of ski goggles with lenses and on stage.
You have some good tests.
Sort of laugh and go upstairs and sort of fall about laughing, but they're very good, they do anything I want. I'm having actually glasses made in the shape of a poodle. You know, I'm very annoyed that I never won the Glasses Man of the Year award. I'm sure most people think because they're so ridiculous that they haven't got lenses in them, you see. And all these sort of Michael Caine wears Glasses Man of the Year's award. He's worn the same pair for 70 years. I've keeping the opticians of the world in money, I tell you. If you look at that, that sums up how I am. Crazy.
All the young girls of
Oh.
they say,
Yeah.
come over and please me, come over and see me. I love just my turn shade. All the young girls of
Alice. Why?
tender young Alice, they say, if I give you my number, will you promise to call me? Wait till my husband's away.
You're hearing that siren?
Yeah. It's like a police siren or an ambulance.
I really like that. Ooh.
Okay.
Them food. Is that a guitar?
A guitar or his piano? Like
The woo part, is it a piano?
I feel like he's the one playing that in that piano. Because I can see him really doing that. So cute. You can see.
Playing this next number
we will use the organ, and the organ will be played by
And
our
that's the
wonderful
whole
sound
volume.
engineer, Mr. Clive Franks. And here he is.
The sound is a bit low.
Who is that?
Who is that? I love the costume.
To the number, a nostalgic piece. Rather like me, really. Here we are.
Is that crocodile? Ooh. La 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 la. I'm not getting so much. The problem is that I'm not getting all the words clear.
Yeah, it's really hard for us to hear the words, but I feel like today we're gonna enjoy most of his songs.
Yeah, it is like a full combination of
yeah, it's a combination, yeah.
His best performances, huh?
Okay.
Let's continue. La 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 la. At you do what? La 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 la. Beautiful.
La 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 la.
Beautiful.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Is that you?
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh, you don't want to.
La 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 la.
Oh. Here we go.
I just enjoyed that part. La 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 la.
Yeah, what song is that, huh?
Okay.
La 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 la. Okay.
My philosophy on life is just to have as much fun as you can. I hate being down. If I'm down in the dumps, I really am down in the dumps. It's horrible to be down there.
I think he's a paradox in himself to a great extent. He's an introvert that projects a tremendous extrovert performance. And
Yeah.
he's very sincere.
And I've just come to realize that many artists were introverts.
By the way.
But when
stage,
they come on stage, they're so they give us the energy. They are so extrovert.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how they manages just to switch the energy.
But I think an introvert, he tends to speak more on what he likes, maybe the talent
so when
speaks
they
more
like,
than him. So when, like, let me say, maybe if an introvert is a footballer, he likes to maybe shouting on the field, but outside the pitch, he's just calm, so humble.
So
same to musician.
Their interaction are just based on what they love.
Exactly,
If they love anything, they will give it all.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense.
And of course, he can be very brash as well.
He's had darker moods since he sort of made it into the pop world than he ever did before. He's always been a very quiet boy.
Who is she?
I don't know.
A boy to sort of have the gay life or anything. He's always been very quiet, so that I know though when he's in a mood, but I don't ever expect him to sort of be over the moon any time. He's just not that nature.
The artist on his way up, the artist in the very depths of despair that he's never going to get anywhere, you know, that the darkest before the dawn, so to speak.
Yeah.
The artist lives with failure magnificently. I've never yet met one that can live with success.
Oh, he's adapted very well. He has changed, obviously. One must change. But he's coped and adapted very well with all the things that success brings.
He has an expensive taste in champagne.
He has expensive taste.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that is acquired with the success. I think that was always there because when I first knew him at the beginning, he always had expensive tastes.
Oh, wow.
Where did you first...
Even expensive taste in outfits.
Running the Tamla Motown label for the American Motown company. He used to come in and out the office, ferret around looking for records. He's always collecting records. Well, when I really got to know him, he had just played Los Angeles, and he rang me, kind of lost English soul in San Francisco, and he told me about how the critics had received him in Los Angeles, and he was bubbling over. He was dying to tell someone about it. So I was the nearest Englishman.
Who is the one
nearest
speaking?
thing to an Englishman. Had a good friendship after that, and then sometime later, about 6 months after that, he asked me to become his manager, and I did.
Elton John, in his stage performance, is bringing something back to show business that show business very badly needs. And this is genuine showmanship.
Ooh, I said.
The outfit.
What do you feel when you
The outfits, wow.
I don't know. I don't really think about it. My mind's a complete blank.
Oh, wow. Ooh! Like even the outfits, he has very an expensive taste.
By the way.
A good taste.
Yeah.
Like you could see, like it's so unique.
I don't feel anything.
Drink some beer.
I can't think of a word that sums up how I feel when I walk down stage.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? I should have stayed on the phone. Should have listened to my own mind.
Another song.
I didn't sign up for you. I'm not a present for your friends too open. This boy's too young to be singing.
Yeah.
It'll take you a couple of 5 years in town to set you on your feet again. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't got a penny, sniffing for tidbits like you.
And these songs, though we don't have the clear maybe lyrics of it, but I like the tune or the melody part of the song.
It's true.
Yeah,
true.
every time I can't. Yeah, I can't remember the exact, but with this one, I'll go with la la la.
Like that part is so enjoyable. Like
Yeah.
me too. I'm loving it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Why do you have your hair that colour?
There's not much of it, you see, and I shouldn't do these things to it, but I just get terribly bored with my hair.
Okay.
Why can't you have yellow hair and green hair? It makes it
Really?
crazy like that.
Oh.
Different colour next week for me.
It's good to be a little bit extra.
Everything that I wasn't allowed to do when I was a child, like a teenager, I wasn't allowed to wear winkle picker shoes because it might have hurt my feet. I wasn't allowed to wear hush puppies. Can you imagine anything so ridiculous when they became fashionable? I wasn't allowed to do anything. I was sort of kept well under wraps, and everything now I'm making up for lost time. I enjoy the freedom. And I said, why not green hair? Why can't you have half?
That makes sense though.
Yeah, why not green hair? Like he's enjoying the thing that he was not able or he didn't have that privilege to that when he was a teenager.
He was young, yeah.
Okay, why not green hair? Tomorrow I'll be even changing things.
It's good to be a little bit extra.
Isn't half a white face. I really like eccentricity.
Like being interviewed in the bath.
I think that the trouble with politicians today is
that
that there's too much flattering.
You send yourself up, don't you, a great deal in your interviews?
Yes, I always felt that my public image was a bit too good and good boy, and he's a lovely boy and all that. I always felt it was a bit goody-goody, sort of as similar as to sort of Cliff Richard. I always thought I was the rock and roll new Cliff Richard, which I always fought against. But it's just the way I come across, unfortunately.
What are your vices?
The only thing I have vices are really sort of collecting things. I think that's a vice. It's just, what do they call people that collect things?
Collectors.
Collectors. Good spotting.
Do you have a great deal of personal willpower? I mean, if you set your mind to do something, can you carry it out?
Oh, I've always had great personal willpower, yes. I mean, I'm terribly steely as far as, if I know I'm going to lose weight, or I want to lose weight, I can do it straight away in very short time without causing damage to my body system. I've been sort of on my last legs, but I've still performed. I'm sort of very conscious about not letting anybody down. I've got great responsibility built into me about letting people down.
Yeah.
Who do you admire most?
I admire the Beatles.
Wow!
I think they got conned and ripped off like nobody else should have done in their position, because they're such immensely talented people. And I admire the Rolling Stones because they've been through hell and fire water as well, and they're still together.
I think we've never jumped into a story of the Rolling Stones.
By the way,
it would be really great. Yeah.
Mike Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
I think that's it. The rest of the band members, we just know them on instruments, but we don't know their personal level.
Yeah.
But I think it will be really great for us to jump into one of their stories. If you guys have any of their stories or you've ever come across any of their videos, please Share with us. We'd love to learn more about
And
them.
remember, is one of the Elton adores them after the Beatles.
Yes.
So they are great, huh?
Of course, they are great with us in
Yeah.
most of their songs too.
So let's go.
I think those two people, the two groups that I admire most. I travelled all the way up to Batley Variety Club to see Dusty Springfield because she was my childhood sweetheart. I had 70 million pictures of her from Ravalli stuck on my bedroom wall, you know.
What?
When the wall went down, like that. Very heartbreaking.
Where was that?
When I used to live in Northwood Hills in Middlesex.
Okay.
And I mean, Groucho, I love legends, you know, Groucho Marx, Noel Coward, Laurel and Hardy's, people like that. I just infatuated by them. I think they're amazing.
Okay.
Mae West, I met Mae West.
The artist that he has been mentioning, I don't know even one.
Yeah, we've never tackled any of them. Maybe
Yeah.
we should get introduced to.
Yeah, to see like Ditch Rich.
Mae West.
I went to see Marlene Dietrich, for example, in
Dietrich.
London, and she left me so spellbound, not because she sang great, but she was just there, and she gave
Oh,
a
shit.
great presence from the stage. I mean, she gave me a dishwasher, for example. No, I'm say that again. I was so mesmerised by her. I came out of the theatre and
Wow.
said, "Hey, Elton, will you give us your autograph?" And I signed it. Yes, best wishes, Marlene Dietrich. And I felt a complete idiot. This girl looked at me and said, "Oh, you put Marlene Dietrich," and I was so embarrassed. You know. But that's the sort of people that I really admire.
And you were single at the time. Where are the boys?
Falling in love again. I swept out there in a dress. And I
Really?
fallen in love again. And I was Marlene Dietrich for 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. It's so funny.
The thing I hate about, well, I suppose it applies to anything in entertainment, is that people who know nothing about what they're doing, films, music, books, or whatever it may be, earn the greatest amount of money, and usually the author or the composer or whoever created it usually ends up with bugger all, really. That really makes me really fume. I can't stand the leeches in this business.
You're just a product. You could be a washing powder. You sell X records and they love you. You don't sell another record perhaps for another 6 months and they don't particularly like you. They don't know what it's like to go on the road and take your own equipment around. They have no feeling for an artist at all.
One thing I noticed about you, that you don't sort of talk the jargon very much.
Oh, I can't stand all that. I hate, there is a jargon in pop music and it goes sort of similar like, oh man, I really dig your record. I really got spaced the other night and stoned, man, and it was what a trip, man. And then I went round to the supermarket and what a bummer, man. All those straights there, really getting themselves together, trying to hustle some bread together for the weekend. And that's the jar. I can't stand that. I mean, I really think it's spaced out, man. I really feel spaced out. We've got our own language in the band anyway. I suppose it's called bad language.
Elton has composed and recorded most of his albums in France, in a partially derelict chateau in the small village of Ereville, some 50 kilometers outside Paris.
Okay.
And it's indeed odd to find tomorrow's music being made in yesterday's crumbling splendor.
Yeah.
Here, in very Spartan conditions, he and the group lead a strange monastic existence for the best part of a month, working by night and sleeping by day.
Oh.
Within these historic walls, a far cry from Timpan Alley, Top of the Pops, and the multi-million-dollar razzmatazz of the record industry, tomorrow's hits are being forged in splendid isolation. There is a scent of fresh-mown grass outside, but not a suspicion of it inside. For Elton John lives deliberately apart from the mainstream of current pop philosophy, and this withdrawal is deliberate and considered. Inside the chateau at the moment, there is a lot of talent, and many £1,000s worth of very sophisticated electronic equipment.
Some punk with a shotgun killed young Danny Bailey in cold blood in the lobby of a downtown motel. Killed him in anger, a force he couldn't handle. Helped pull the trigger that cut short his life, and there's nothing in him the way that we did. Sure enough, he was a wild one, and on those Tommy kids. Now it's all over Danny Bailey.
The thing that gives me most pleasure is writing a song, visualizing how it will sound in a recording studio, then going to the recording studio and hearing a finished thing. And that gives me a lot of satisfaction. Playing it live is another kettle of fish.
Yeah. Ooh.
So mark his grave well, 'cause Kentucky loved him. Born and raised a proper, I guess life just bugged him, and if some faith in danger, a lifestyle he lived by.
Yeah.
A running gun youngster in a sad, restless age.
I'm surrounded by people who have the sort of courage, even though I make sort of shout at them and hurl donuts at them. They've got the courage to tell me that I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
We've done 3 albums here now. Well, 4, because this is like a double album.
Okay.
It's got such good atmosphere here, and it's great to work here. You know, it's so easy and laid back. He'll get up early or whatever, and he has words. If Bernie's not here, he'll have lyrics.
Okay. That's I think Disney girl, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He says that he's speaking about Elton, and he says that even if Bernie is not there, Elton have his really, so you can't skip. I think they were really working like on a schedule, how can I say, a white collar job guy. Maybe they were recording each and every day, so they needed lyrics every time. And wherever it's a session for maybe audio recording, a session for recording instrumentalist, every time maybe Barney couldn't be there, so Elton could just be prepared a backup song that they could have tackled on that day when Barney was not there.
Yeah, I think Barney was like his main writer, but for him also he could write at some point. So yeah.
So he kept everything on toes. You couldn't miss any song to write, huh?
Of course.
That's so courageous of him, and the passion.
And what I've just remembered is like you know, we've known Elton, we've seen even most of his performances when he's way older.
By the way.
And now we've seen him when he's younger. So I'll say that maybe his consistency and like every time he could pull many songs and all that just made him to be on toes until when he was really grown.
And Ian Gale is talking about a double album. Remember, just finding an artist to release an album is something that requires a lot of time, lyrics writing, composure.
You need to write so many songs.
And for them, they are releasing double album.
Wow.
Oh, amazing.
And he'll sit down at the piano and sort of play about, and within half an hour, he's written a song, you know. There's never a note written down. He keeps it in his head.
Oh.
So genius.
When we did Honky Chateau, Bernie was here writing the lyrics, bringing them downstairs. Elton was sitting at the piano writing them. And then half an hour later, we'd sit down and learn them, the band, you know. And that's the way it goes.
Literally as quickly as that.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. It was just like a factory.
Like just like a factory.
Sitting down and writing a song, and we'd be sitting having breakfast, and we'd just join in. And within about an hour and a half, we've got the basis of the song.
And at that stage, you're busking it.
Oh, sure, yeah. We just
Okay. Within an hour and a half.
They have it. It's like a factory.
if I was to say to somebody, I know somebody who writes great songs and he can write 10 in half an hour, you'd think, come on, you know, they can't be that great. But he does that.
Ooh.
I think he has enough talent and drive and energy to achieve.
Yeah, by the way.
Whichever measure of success he wants.
Yeah.
He has a Jekyll and Hyde character, and it leads to the fact that you never know what he's going to do next. He's totally unpredictable.
It was totally unpredictable for an ex-Lincolnshire farmhand to sit down and write a poignant lyric about a girl who died 11 years ago with 4.5 milligrams of Nembutal in her bloodstream. Totally unpredictable that the precocious impersonator from Pinner should then put those words to music in a matter of hours.
Oh.
The shotgun wedding collaboration between Elton and Bernie, once again anticipating a cult from afar. For they were ahead of Norman Mailer in recognizing that Marilyn Monroe continues to exert an attraction
There's
that
Norman
goes
now.
beyond nostalgia.
I read quite a lot about her and started to collect things on her, books on her, and old posters and things like that. And the more I read about her, the more insight I got to her. I'm not saying that I have a lot of knowledge about Marilyn Monroe, but she just fascinates me. I think there was a lot about Marilyn Monroe that people didn't understand. I think she was very ill-treated by the system that she was involved in. And that's what really made me want to write a song, trying to put across my feelings on the whole subject, saying that she was very misused by the industry.
Okay.
The thing that comes out about Marilyn Monroe most is the pain. Yeah.
Who is she? Marilyn
Monroe. They talked about the girl. I don't know who did what.
Okay.
Yeah. After introducing her, maybe you guys can tell us more about her.
Yeah.
But the first guy who said I have read her, so it's like I don't know.
Is there something that she was before them, and she said that she was used, something like that. But Elton was saying something recently, is it?
She was, to me, I think of Marilyn Monroe and I think of pain and sort of complete torment. That's the sort of thing I think about when anyone mentions her name. I can't ever imagine Marilyn Monroe being that happy. I had the idea of Candle in the Wind because that's how I pictured her life, you know, as a candle in the wind, you know, which I mean the phrase has been used before, but it's a nice phrase.
Yeah.
And I thought that was such a nice way to put her life into a lyric that that pushed me on to sort of write the rest of the song.
Okay.
Which song's that?
Goodbye, Norma Jean. No, I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself, but those around you crawled.
Yeah.
They crawled out of the woodwork, and they whispered into your brain. They set you on the treadmill, and they made you change your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind,
Like a candle and?
knowing who to cling to when the rain set in.
Okay.
And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. The candle burned out long before the legend ever did.
She was a people's actress. She wasn't just a sex symbol, she was somebody that they could possibly talk to.
She just came across to me as
Oh, so she was like an actress?
Yeah.
And talking about a sex symbol, so what did that mean?
I'm not sure.
Was she molested, tormented, or something?
Something like that.
Maybe sexually assaulted?
Because the first part says that she was used.
Yeah.
And he read about her.
And when he said that, I think it was Bernie saying that when I heard about Mali, I heard about, I think of pain, assault, and all that torment. So maybe she went through a lot, but she was like an actor, people's actor. Okay.
He just pathetically needed help.
Loneliness was tough to throw. You're ill the blade, Hollywood created superstar. Pain was the price you paid. Even when you died.
Yeah. Okay, like a candle in the rain, not knowing who to cling to when rain set
In love.
in love. Okay.
I think it's possibly one of the best things we've ever written. I don't know, possibly because I think the melody is so strong and that there was a lot of feeling put into the lyrics. And I really feel for the song.
Elton John, an improbable talent who happens to be real. Aided and abetted by his lyricist BernieTaupin, who puts into words their view of life and perhaps their future epitaph. Sometimes you dream, sometimes it seems there's nothing there at all. You just seem older than yesterday, and you're waiting for tomorrow to call.
Another year, another album.
Bye bye.
Arrivederci, and his brother said. Bye-bye, Shadow. See you, folks.
I'm not getting the song. Yeah. Dun dun. Bum. NormaJean. NormaJean. Yeah.
Marilyn was found in the
Knowing where to lay down when the rain comes. Oh, when the rain sets in. Yeah.
Goodbye, Norman Jean.
Yeah. And the rain setting.
Wow.
That is it.
Yeah.
So can you say like
By NormaJean. I think that's a song.
or an album?
No, a song.
A
A
song.
song dedicated to that girl they were talking about.
Oh, so say goodbye, NormaJean, or maybe those are the guys who were molesting her. So you
No.
say goodbye to them.
No, it can't be like that. I feel like the song, yes, it was dedicated because they
the
gave us a
girl.
story
Yeah,
of
yeah.
how the song emerged and how they
Yeah.
started singing the song.
Okay.
Yeah, so that song was about that girl. I think the girl was called
Really?
Michelle thing.
It's they were really mentioning
Yeah,
her
they-
on here. Many things. There's a name, but even if I found it here,
Marilyn.
Marilyn. Marilyn.
Something like that.
Marilyn
Monroe.
Yeah, but basically what I liked in this episode, first, thank you Dan for this episode, because most of the songs that Elton was writing or was singing, we have come to notice that it was reflecting their life, like what they have passed through, what they dream of doing, of what has happened to their friends and families. Like they were singing what reflects the society.
Exactly.
Yeah, and every lyrics had a story, and every time they had a lyrics to a song to write.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And having his own lyrics
writer.
Yeah, they call them lyricist.
Lyricist.
Something
That's
like
Bernie.
that. Bernie,
Yeah, that's pretty of it.
just made everything easier because
Yeah.
Bernie could write songs, then Elton just produced the sound,
The rhythm.
the rhythm, could write the melody. So that like he was like his partner.
By the
So
way,
that collaboration between the two, they made their I feel like it made their journey easier and made also their journey to be more productive. We've known Elton for since he was young, now
By the way.
until he was really grown, and he was still singing, playing his piano. So I feel like that at least having people who could they were supportive.
Yeah.
Because of I would say that most musicians that we've jumped into, Jimi Hendrix and the other, when they got to fame, they were affected by things like substances,
By the way.
indulging in substances and drugs and all those that made their life like
miserable.
Yeah,
losing
but
focus.
exactly. But for Elton, we've not had anything like that.
By the
We've
way.
not had him having quarrels with his team and all that. So I feel like his journey has been more peaceful.
Yeah, and he really focused on music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Exactly. That's really bright of you. And I can also add that besides having a lyricist, as you've said, that's Bernie. He was also a writer. He could come through with our songs when Bernie was not there, or maybe he was busy writing.
Or they could help each other.
Yeah, they could help. So and that made them to produce a lot of tracks.
Exactly.
And guys, we have been listening some more tracks, though we were not clearly getting the release on this episode. So if you had any of your favorite song being played on this episode, please bring us that you'd like to jump it separately. Check us on our Buy Me Coffee link, or even join our Patreon, and we'll stand a chance of requesting.
Yes.
Thank you, Dan, for this episode. So reaching with more knowledge on how really Elton was maintaining his famous life.
Yeah, we also got to know him on a personal level.
Yeah.
The hair, he was like I feel like
why should I not do great?
Yeah, I love the way he takes things it's just life. You
By
cannot
the
do
way.
what you want. You know?
Yeah.
So I love that about him. So thank you so much, Dad, for this.
Guys, thank you for watching. Add any point that you have forgotten, any moment that really maybe you are happy for that, or that triggered you. I live like that moment on the outlooks when he was explaining his outlooks, and also the rhythm of his songs. Every song slaps differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for your time. Hope to see you on our next one.
We out.
Bye bye.